As someone who works with well-established professionals and executives, many of whom are 50 or older, I notice a big difference in the concerns and questions that they have versus those I work with who are in their 30s and 40s. Hi, I'm Delina Bradley, job interview coach and career marketing specialist, and today I am going to share with you a few job interview questions older job seekers should be aware of and how they can be thinly veiled in support of ageist biases in hiring. Now, I mentioned those people who come to me with different concerns and questions, and here's what I'll hear. I haven't looked for a job in years, and I haven't been getting any offers, and I'm over 50, so there's that. And so they think that there may be some ageist bias happening as to why they are not getting hired. Well, part of that is being prepared, and so there's a handful of questions that are very different when they're asked of a 50-plus-year-old worker versus somebody else. And one of those is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your career goals? For a 30 or 40-year-old job seeker, the company is really wanting to get a sense of that person's dedication to the company or to the profession. But for the 50-plus job seeker, it's really, is this person going to stick around, or are they just kind of biding their time until retirement? So it's your job to really express interest in the role and what you would bring. So you could say, I really want to leverage my strength in program management to your community outreach efforts, and really look forward to being in a place where I can continue to grow, contribute, and stay. And then you move on. So you just really focus on the position in the company. Another one is, what are your salary requirements? When asked of an older job seeker, really they're wondering if you're too expensive. So I recommend asking them what's the range for the position and getting that number. And then once you have it, you can just say, I am sure that we can come to an agreement if I'm the finalist candidate for the role. But do be prepared. If you were at your peak earning and then you're changing companies or changing jobs, you may need to modify your expectations there. So think about that before you go in. Another one is, what's your aptitude with technology? And of course here they're just wondering, are you staying current with technology, and are you going to be able to move and shift with the needs of the company in that regard? And if there is a gap or you don't have the experience, you can just say, I am very up to speed on A, B, and C, and I'm currently working on developing my knowledge in D, E, and F. Or you could say, my most closely related experience is this, and give them a solid idea that you are doing your best to stay up to speed and are knowledgeable with what it is they need for the job. Another is, how do you work with people throughout the organization with wide-ranging personalities and experience? And here they're just trying to find out, are you going to play well with others, especially those who are younger than you, and possibly you taking direction from them. And so here you can assure them that you appreciate the perspectives of people of all ages and backgrounds. Everyone has a perspective that they can bring to the table for collaboration to meet the goals of the department and or company. So it's just reassuring that you are absolutely fine with and very happy and embrace working with people of all ages and parts of the organization. And finally, another one people get is, you seem overqualified for this job. Why would you be interested? So let's say you are applying for more of an individual contributor position versus a management role. And you could say, I have, in my experience, been both an individual contributor and a manager. And what I found is that I've gotten further away from what I enjoy doing the most. And so I've been very intentional in seeking out a role like this one where I can be more directly involved with clients and doing the work I enjoy the most. So there's a handful of questions that as an older job seeker might have a little bit of a different intention when they're asked of you. So be ready. And in my next video, I am going to share more about things to say and not to say and other tips for more mature job seekers. If you're interested in learning more about me, please visit my website, DelinaBradley.com. In the meantime, I wish you the very best in your next interview and in your career.